For the past 6 months, I've had a very heavy sadness upon me as I've watched the conflict in Gaza unfold. One of the first things that was destroyed was the Baptist hospital, which, despite its name, is actually run by the Anglican Church, supported by Anglicans throughout the world, seeking to bring healing and hope to the people of Gaza. And of course, that was only the beginning of the destruction of the infrastructure of Gaza, which now I understand is 70% of all of the infrastructure of that land. And that heaviness I found for a long time was really quite debilitating, because I felt really quite hopeless. And yet I can see, because it is Palm Sunday, and I'm grateful for the reminder that Jesus was someone who challenged the empire. He actually just took a simple symbol of a donkey rather than a white charger. Instead of being the war horse, he came in as the simple peace bringer, and even that led to his execution. It was a political death. But the hope that I see, and it's also the season of Ramadan, so it's a season of hope for our Muslim sisters and brothers. The hope I see is that the vision that Jesus had of a world that would be free of the oppressor of that land, a vision that came to be, and a vision that was repeated many times and has been held many times down history by people at a time when it seems like that future cannot be delivered. The hope I see is that I think the cracks are beginning to appear in the edifice. And it's because the population of the world can see what's happening and is beginning to name it for what it is. It is genocide. And that word is now being used freely. It's putting incredible pressure on Biden. The cracks are beginning to appear in the United States. The cracks are beginning to appear here, and it's all because politicians actually do not lead. They like to give us the impression that they're the leaders, but they're not. They're followers, and our job is to point the direction to them. And so there is hope on Palm Sunday, because people actually care. The thing that's always moved me to tears when we're dealing with refugee situations is that people come out and they stand up, and policy does get changed. 2016, we declared the Cathedral to be a sanctuary. Peter Dutton was about to send women and children back to Nauru, and because 1,000 people stood in the Cathedral supporting the sanctuary movement, the charter plane was cancelled, and those people are still in Australia today. And so the fact that we are here today, the fact that there are millions of people in the streets, and the fact that public opinion is shifting means that our leaders will follow us. The cause is just. No war has actually ever ended in peace. The only thing that ends in peace is when people actually negotiate in good faith, come together and change the world through dialogue. We are asking today for our politicians to hear their leaders, that's us, remember they're representatives of us. We're calling on them to represent us and to bring about the change that we want to see. Thank you.